Так, вроде что-то потекло. Потекло-поехало, понеслось. Ну что ж, всем привет, с вами Влад. И мы продолжаем. Возможно, в зависимости от продолжительности дополнений заканчиваем с Bioshock. Но мне кажется, просто будет еще один стрим. Сейчас такой небольшой ознакомительный, 1,5, может 2-часовой будет. Поглядим, что там вообще. Так, задержка нормальная. Bioshock Infinite. Еще не запустился. Пора мне раздумывать насчет следующей игры для прохождения стримов. Скорее всего, это будет Tomb Raider 2016 года, пока я буду осваиваться с хочу Ведьмака поиграть. Может, 2-го, может, 3-го, уже пока что еще не уверен. Думаю, может ознакомиться с книжными. Ну, типа с книжки прочитать сначала. Так, пойди вот это. Пускай начать. Пойдет на среднее, я думаю. Среднее оптимально прекрасное соотношение для меня.
Closed. You don't look the sort who can afford to turn down legitimate work. What do you want? How about we start with a light?
31 декабря? Завтра Новый год? О, привет, Андрей. Привет, Влад. Я создал трансляцию 10 секунд назад, как вы о ней узнали.
What can I do for you? There's a girl who needs to be found. Maybe you've seen her. This girl's dead. You know her. You'll see dozens of her typed down by the docks or the slums in Apollo Square. Orphans. With Fontaine's charity shut. No place for them. But her you know. As I said, girl's dead. Lost. Look, I don't know where you get... Lost isn't dead.
В смысле, подписка, какие-то уведомления присылает или типа того? Сейчас. Потрясающие жалюзи. Не поддается. Ну ладно. 31 декабря меня удивляет. Хотя мы тут уже праздновали, судя по мотылкам. Давно я тут не был. Ну что, пойдем.
This girl to you?
What I need from her is my business. But I know where to start looking. Something tells me a man with your particular talents could
Ну
be
просто успешный молодой человек, вовремя обновивший YouTube. А, ты просто...
What happened to these children?
Red means stop.
What are they?
Green means
Where have
go.
you been? Cabin in Arcadia?
All little girls.
Little sisters. Atom factories.
It's grotesque.
Compromise? Is that why we came to Rapture?
What do they even look
Huh?
like under those suits?
What you mean? They're just some kind of machine?
Этим буром он мог бы пронзить небеса. Ладно.
I say you should have to prove your own.
Так, куда ты? Что это такое? Фу, осуждаю. Ладно. Возможно, за это банят на ютубе. Я не уверен.
Funny.
What?
You not knowing about the little sisters.
И быстро ты бегаешь в таком...
Let's just say I don't get
Что
it.
это, юбка
Got
длинная.
eyes and ears, don't you?
If I wanted to share my life story, Mr. DeWitt, I would write my memoirs. If I learned anything about Rapture, thought it was a place where people understood to mind their own business.
Where are we headed?
The man we need to see is in the Garden of the Muses.
How do you know?
My sources are my own, Mr. DeWitt. If you have better information as to the whereabouts of your girl, I suggest you avail yourself of it.
Мгм. Дэвид все так же не хочет нажимать на кнопки, он
When's the
хочет
last
бить их с
time you
кулака.
saw Sally?
Окей.
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken down at Surprise. You were playing the tables
She disappeared.
and
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
you see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body? This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made and men who make it. I'm taking you to one of them. Mr. DeWitt, you all right?
I'm fine. Just get these spells sometimes. It'll pass.
Refreshments, sir? Madam?
We're fine, thanks.
Какое-то криповое обслуживание. Ну, кстати, вот о чем я говорил. Типа в восторге все способности, они были как-то осмысленны. То есть они пригождались в быту. Там всякое поджечь, добавить льда и так далее. А в Bioshock Infinite оригинальном, типа, подчинить технику и станы. Просто станы и контроль какой-то. Типа, для чего это? Это они так готовились к войне? Что?
I'll find my source inside of that club.
Cohen?
Там?
What does that
Yeah, that-
lunatic have to do with Sally?
Я помню, я для него собирал шедевр его.
Private party. No entry without invitation.
We'll see about that.
Which business do you represent, sir?
Business?
Yes, which business?
DeWitt Investigations.
Mr. Cohen does not truck with private detectives. Masks of invitation went to artists and craftsmen alone.
I'm with the artist struggle. We're
No
expected.
mask, no entry.
Stuffed shirt.
These invitation masks he spoke of, they must have gone out to local artisans.
Well, I guess we'll have to persuade someone to loan us one.
The business of Rapture is business. Says it's sponsored by the artist struggle, the Golden Rule, and Rapture Records.
I guess those stores would be as good a place to start as any.
А вот этих нельзя, типа, просто Это пойдет. Стрелочка, погнали.
Brought you to rapture.
A man
Really? You don't strike me as the romantic type.
wasn't that kind of man.
Then what?
There's a debt that needs repaying. Invitations to Cohen shows are highly coveted. Nobody's gonna just hand us one.
You think you can figure out a way to distract the store owner while I take a look around?
You just find the mask. Leave the distractions to me.
Welcome, please. Have a look around.
Excuse me. The lady has some questions for you.
Yes, of course.
I'm interested in this piece.
Ah, excellent. You've an eye, haven't you, miss? It's a
Да,
natural
блин.
sapphire and diamond, 18-karat gold ring, fully hallmarked for Paris, 1887.
Really?
Так.
Excuse me, sir.
Ни хрена.
Fine
Sends
talk
those
about a
masks out
stolen
in some
Нифига.
box.
Right out of her coffin in Twilight Fields. Did you think we wouldn't notice?
Must be somewhere else.
The assurances of a grave robber are of no interest to me. If you hand the ring back, the matter will remain between you and me.
I don't think so. Hit the bricks, you tramp, or I'll see to it they hit you.
Get your hands off me! Might be best if we were gone when he wakes up. Any luck?
Nothing. Let's find another shop.
Where should we look next? Upstairs at the artist's struggle or
Ну ладно,
Rapture Records
пускай
straight?
отдыхает. Мне вот так нифига досталось. Так. Что у нас тут?
See that dish I walked in with? Will you give her the star treatment, pal? It'll make it worth your while.
Of course, right away.
What is this piece?
It's by Trenet, but of course, covered by...
Gotta find
Так.
the box.
Нихуя.
Nothing. Well, only one place left.
Part of us that exists before thought, before love. I must go. I must go. Even one more note shall prove my undoing.
Харе ломать комедию, пошли. Всего, что нигде мы не найдем нужную
One
маску.
place left, though.
And if that proves to be fruitless,
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Fontaine got taken out by riots.
Фига она топит, конечно. Ядрен.
Hey, pal. You want to help out the little lady?
Yes, of course. Interesting, isn't it? Original Sander Cohen. He calls it miasma.
Так, я тут у тебя пройдусь.
I know precious little about
Так.
it.
Еще одна нота, и она свалит. О, спасибо.
Oh, I would like so much. You've given me so much to think about. I feel a trifle
Лох.
swoony. Would you mind if I return tomorrow for further education? Good. We've located the mask.
Third time's the charm.
All right. It's best we head back to Cohen's.
Ah, very well. Mr. Cohen awaits your participation at his performance.
Вот так вот и все, да.
So who is this
Как
fellow
ты тут?
Cohen? Some sort of underworld figure?
Worse.
На вечеринку не похоже. Ну так,
An
мягко
artist who
говоря.
kidnaps children.
Cohen's muse is a bit more diverse. I've seen his type. Gets an idea in his head, end a conversation. Don't matter who gets hurt.
Ну пойдем посмотрим, что этот любитель королей замышляет.
Dance, dance! the spirit of the eternal.
Мне очень приятно здесь проводить время. В восторге до всех событий.
Embarrass me in front of my muse. My muse shall not be mocked. Fitzpatrick! Please! The stick! For God's sake! My muse shall not be mocked! Get them out of here!
Они
There shall
свидели.
be no failure on my canvas.
По всей видимости.
No room in rapture anymore. For the
Я помню, он доживет до самого конца.
Who are you?
Name's DeWitt.
Is that right? My. This one's a real biscuit. Isn't he a biscuit, lady?
I need to ask you a few questions.
Questions, yes. Yes. It is the work of man to ask. It is the work of the artist to answer.
You've seen this girl, haven't you?
We artists see more than most. You're more than you claim to be, little songbird. Are you not? Watch this one, DeWitt. She'll take you where you don't want to go. But I know the child in that photo is important to you. So many children flit, flit, flit away. I know where the girl is. And I will send you to her. In exchange, all I ask is a dance.
What?
I see something in you two. Art strips away artifice. Show me who you are, and I will show you where you need to
Listen,
go.
Cole, you son of a bitch.
Mr. DeWitt,
What?
dance with me.
Come, dance!
I shudder to think what greater price he might care to extract.
Мне на шее вся та же птица, которую я ей подарил, точнее, выбрал за нее в Infinite.
They can be no more separated than birth and blood.
What do you think Cohen's customers do with the children? Do they?
Может, они жрут их?
But those types lack the capital of people like Ryan and Suchong.
That's a blessing.
You saw those little sisters? You so sure? But if Suchong has Sally, I'd know it.
How?
As I tied him to a chair and asked him
So?
for 15 hours.
I don't know what to make of you, Mr. DeWitt.
No!
Listen, we're not gonna keep...
Fitzpatrick! I see suffering in you. I know how to shine a light on your pain. A moth will become a butterfly.
На дне морском.
Mr. DeWitt.
Mr.
Ой,
DeWitt.
блин, сейчас, сорян. Что-то я забыл. Все, извините. Я только сейчас заметил, что там счетчик FPS.
I'm fine.
You were dreaming. You kept saying your daughter's name, Sally.
She's not my daughter.
Совершенно лишний.
Pain and beauty. To an artist, they are parent and child.
Cohen?
I'm sending you to find your young one. No need to thank me. I'm not so
Мы, по идее, по хронологии событий однозначно не можем убить этого Коэна. Он доживает до оригинала, до Биошока 1. Так, куда нас опускают? Ниже некуда? Fontaine.
Fontaine's. Ryan sent the whole thing to the bottom.
But it's a prison now. Why would Cohen have sent Sally there?
I don't know.
Everyone has needs. I merely provide a service for those who have the means to pay. You'll find your little bird in the housewares department.
How many people do you suppose Ryan's got locked up in that place?
Enough.
А, это манекен.
Fontaine had amassed something near an
Наверное.
army.
Да,
Now they're
манекен.
down there, spliced up and wild. Alright, there's a dock up ahead.
Takes a cold son of a bitch
А
to
я
do
не
that to a
увидел,
living
что ты не
person.
увидел.
No, what's that?
Burial at sea.
You read your residency contract with Ryan Industries? In perpetuity, we're all buried at sea.
А, ну бывает. Вон там, сверху, слева был. Незаметно.
Too comfortable. Keep your eyes
Так, пистолетик. Классический. 3 патрона.
Seem to be some supplies this way, Mr. DeWitt.
It's Booker.
What?
Just call me Booker.
If it's all the same to you, let's leave it at Mr. DeWitt.
Господи, шо ж нас плевать, что ли, тянет. Деньги это очень хорошо, но... Что у нас вообще есть? А, мы можем подчинять. Мы можем... Подчинять пока хорошая идея. Спасибо. Ой. Нет? Ладно.
Look up there.
Никаких вещей. Нифига, да?
Could be handy.
A skyhook.
Skyhook? You mean the air grabber? Kids use them to ride around up on the pneumo lines.
Air grabber. Huh. Constants and variables.
Constants and what?
Так, что у нас тут?
Never mind.
Goddamn grabber stuck.
Mr. DeWitt, someone's coming.
All right, I got the grabber unjammed.
Куда?
Mr. DeWitt, look. Housewares. That's where Cohen said we'd find Sally. The store ran trams between the 3 buildings. We'll need to
Патронов
avail
нету,
ourselves of
женщина.
that.
Assuming it still works.
Я
Optimism,
сейчас в этом
Mr.
вижу
DeWitt.
больше проблемы.
It helps in situations like this.
Да все падает на дно.
When did you come to Rapture?
Oh, it was, geez, I guess around 51? No, 48?
That's a rather large gap.
Time. Life I had before. Sort of becomes a blur. 49. 49 for
Какие у
sure.
нее интересные тени на лице.
Damn.
You look a mess, Mr. DeWitt.
Just keep your eyes open for splicers. They can do us a whole lot worse.
Here, little birdies. Eat it up. Well, it's good for you, you know. I've never heard of birds that didn't like seeds. What's the matter with you? Do you think it's poison?
Ага, вот так вот мы теперь должны поступать, да?
It's trouble.
You promise never again!
Ты чё? Так, ну пока и так неплохо. Но я бы хотел патроны.
Well, there's the tram.
That splicer had no problem freezing a path for himself before.
I'm sure he'll be happy to do the same for us.
I have no doubt you'll prove persuasive.
Ну, заморозку надо тут найти.
Mr. DeWitt, look.
Ну, денежки есть. Патроны. 6 патронов, потрясающе. Ох, ничего себе там цены. И это, по идее, все можно накопить, купить за одно прохождение. Видимо, все-таки довольно большие дополнения. Да. Не застревай.
Store sunk a few hundred feet beyond its specifications. More
Так.
pressure.
Искать
More
Деда
burst
Мороза.
pipes.
An ice rink.
Be good at places any to look for our new friend.
Says it's on the top floor.
So we go up. Damn thing's locked.
Let me see that.
Ну, у тебя есть
Matters
для
progress
сюжетных
so
дверей, окей.
Turn this with a rake pick.
Где конвертирую куклу сразу в деньги?
Oh, it's something I picked up a long time ago.
Our frozen friend leaves a hell of a trail.
Just let me in, okay? Fontaine, he said we're all equal down here now, all in the same boat. I just want a taste of some high-class food.
Splicers. How do they see us? If you keep quiet, maybe you can get the drop on them. Even the odds.
I'll be late. Can't be dirty though.
Так.
Where do you get off?
Че, умный дофига, что ли? Да, мили вооружение на среднем уровне сложности это вполне себе. Но сейчас как-то не помогло. Возможно, знаю. Ладно, я понял, совсем.
We have something special.
No, it's not the strongest that survive, but the fittest. Who hides from the light?
Confront your will!
Отдыхай. Все. Тихо. Кто? Ты чё? Быкануть решил? Ага, умный. Здрасте.
Look up there.
Важный. Отмычки. Прибухнуть по пути. О, нет. Дни на шок. Почему дни на шок? Привет, Лол. Вы что, все были на меня подписаны, что ли?
Need a lockpick.
Открывай.
whirl. Ready.
Так, чё тут? О! Ну, 18 патронов, конечно. Ну ладно, мы как-нибудь разберемся с этим вопросом. Пивка бахнем, да? Да, да. По классике давай щиты улучшать. Господи. Это зря я, наверное, сделал. Где там это? Так, надо больше Евы где взять-то. Нету нигде, ничего. Да, здоровье плюс, Ева минус, я помню. Ладно, фиг бы с ним. Да. Барышня, успокойся. Так, что у нас тут? Алкоголь вредит мане, да ну? Господи. Мелочь. Все. Не смотри на меня. Ты меня подпираешь. Так, пухло всякое. Ладно, никуда не сюда, наверное. Да, очевидно, не сюда. Я сюда пошел. Куда-то сюда. По-моему, эти просто эффективнее. Тихо, ты чё? Тут нормально так наваливает, ладно. Был не прав. Чё? Это сюда? Опа. А чё? Ты свой себе не взял? Ладно. Она меня пугает, слушай. Так. Ладно, пойдем. Чё так долго? Загрузка скрытая.
Frozen frosties, the jockeys will hand you 1,000 volts as soon as look at you.
You sound sympathetic.
They will be the first sons of bitches who found an answer at the bottom of a bottle. And once you see them go all weak at the knees at the sight of a little sister and all her Adam, they cut a less sympathetic figure.
Ну, конечно, такое. Ладно. Здрасте. Второй деньги. смысле? Она еще танцевала перед смертью. Окей.
Looks like the plasma department is back that way. I'm sure we'd find something useful there.
Открывай.
Got it.
Так, тут, короче, в духе... Ого, сколько бы тут... В духе как раз таки первого биошока. Здесь надо стычки с врагами реже. Ты чё? Ты не это. Не надо думать. Умная дофига. Ты где? Не знаю я вас таких. Так, сколько на эту байду патронов? Нормально. Ладно. Иди позми Дед Мороз. Вот это все меня не туда несет, да?
It's freezing in here.
Something tells me all that cold isn't just coming from the ice rink. Short-circuited. Probably be able to pop it open with
A jolt of shock jockey?
You familiar with shock jockey?
Окей,
More than
ладно,
you could
закрыто.
know.
Let's look around. Maybe there's a store ain't been ransacked by splicers yet.
Так, кто тут живет? Карабин хорош. Что, без выручки? Не, ну чуть-чуть есть.
Nobody gets even as simple as I say so. You got it? Anyone comes near that bottle without permission is a dead man.
Я понял. О! Тут есть. Ладно. Недооценил я.
Thanks.
You wanna thank me? Next time try ducking.
Потрясающая механика. Где ты? Так.
Elizabeth?
I'll see what I can do.
Зря, конечно, но.
Done.
Damn it, that son of a bitch drank every last bottle of Old Man Winter.
I think I can help.
What was that?
It's a new plasmid. Lets me bring in things that might exist, but don't.
I'm not sure I understand. What's it called?
Tear.
Where'd you find that?
You don't expect a girl to share all her secrets, do you, Mr. DeWitt?
Ну ладно. Я понял. Вот, тут что-то можно забрать. Пугаешь ты меня, слушай. Глядь. Так, ну сюда типа надо возвращаться, бэктрекиться. Какая-то шмотка.
I know you're the client and all, but I've gone about far enough without a few answers.
My purpose here is none of your concern. Consider me a means to an end.
And why do I get the feeling I'm being set up?
I told you I'm in collections. An account is in arrears. My clients simply want to see matters set to right.
Don't make any sense, that's all.
If you don't like the arrangement, the bathysphere's back that way.
Боится.
Now.
Alright.
Do it now.
Okay.
You spit rabbit, you spit Frankie, and you leave me what? Shut him up, damn defense. Measures for you and I!
Отдыхай.
There you go.
Хороший самурай, главное меняешь. Отдыхайте. Кто тут? Да как ты? Ведьма, волшебница.
You bet.
Now.
On it. Sally's not your daughter. What's she to you? Why risk life and limb?
It's part of the job.
You owe me no explanation.
She's just another orphan. After Fontaine went down, City was lousy with her.
And?
I don't know. You have a reason for every stupid thing you've ever done? He started showing up, looking peaked. More for me to feed the brat. Should have known she would never.
How did you lose her?
Возвращаться я никуда не хочу особенно. Двигаем вперед. По потрясающему восторгу.
Something about you doesn't sit right.
Yes?
Wouldn't peg you as the rapture type. Not even a little.
If you mean I have no interest in joining the Andrew Ryan book club, you'd be right. Just another set of fanatics with a different set of books.
I gamble.
What?
You asked me how I lost Sally. I gamble. Took her somewhere kids got no business being. I was winning. In a place like that, you don't let a kid out of your sight.
But you did.
Yeah, and here we are. But the million-dollar question is, what's she to you?
I have an interest in reuniting you with her. Isn't that reason enough?
Let's hope Cohen was on the level when he said this is
А
where
не
we
она ли
fix
в
it.
итоге будет доктором Тененбаум из первой части?
Cohen's
Та женщина,
halfway
которая
spiced.
там
Thought
помогла
putting
нам
a child in prison would be
в
high art.
итоге.
The sooner we find her, the better.
И она там курировала всех этих...
Papa's got all sorts of
Ты чё? Отвали от ребенка. Главное, чтоб сейчас не пришел папочка. и-
Come out of there.
I can't see her.
What are you doing?
This is a schematic for the venting system. It shows there are more vents like this one in electronics, the bistro, returns, the book department, and the appliance show floor.
So?
If she's in there are only 6 vents she can come out of. Now there are 5.
Ты их наизусть, что ли, знаешь,
All
эти
these
выходы
vents are
или
connected
что?
to the central heating unit. If we close them off and turn the heat up, she'll be forced out through the central exhaust. It's the only exit.
You want to burn her alive?
No, we just make it hot enough to flush her out.
Can't do that.
Look, either we find her, or one of those splicers will.
All right. Where are the other vents?
Up ahead. All done.
Так, стопэ. Почему я не то поменял? Ладно, придется автомат искать. Припасы всякие там.
Oh, Mickey just wants to give you a little squeeze. You don't want to disappoint your old uncle now.
Ammo! Take it!
Давай. Блин.
Mr. DeWitt! Mr. DeWitt!
Ну да, тут наваливает страшнее, чем. А шмоток нету, поэтому-то. Ну слышишь ты, умник.
See the vent? Over there.
Шмоток нет, поэтому множество проблем от этого возникает. Так, тут, кстати, все 18 этих. Вылечились. Карабин мне тут немного не нравится. В той части он как-то стрелял по одному на мощно. Такое. Улучшение. Заморозка. Да. Гипнотизер все еще офигенно. Ты это видел это?
she?
Go ahead.
Okay. Two down. Where to now?
Can you unlock this?
Looks simple enough.
Пожалуйста.
It's done.
Ну, в смысле нельзя взять?
You're going nowhere. Nice their indifference. That's killing me. My friends, you're back.
Don't you know what?
Что за ствол сразу?
There's rats in there. The size of ponies.
Так, нет. Тут...
You seen them?
Watch yourself up.
Давай. Самое время. И это тоже не настоящий. Да что у вас? Давай.
All right.
Так, вот еще одна.
Sally? Sally, it's me, Booker. Now, you come out now. Sally? Dear, do you hear me? It's me, Booker. Now listen, dear. You come out right now.
To which she's not coming. Now let's
Самое
get the rest
важное
of these vents
в игре
sealed.
сейчас на экранах, к слову. Ну так. Кстати, она провалилась половину в текстурах. Но это мелочи. Так должно быть от Bioshock.
We're there.
Elizabeth?
I can do that.
Че, самурай все ушел? Его путь пройден. Что? Иди сюда.
Oh, I didn't mean it, honey.
New songs. They're real personal to me. They're like love letters. Straight from all my fans.
How could you do this to me? This will never happen to my boy.
Потрясающий стелс, правда ведь?
You hear?
Still. Go ahead.
Locked from the other side. How the hell am...
Look. I think I can squeeze through. Give me a boost.
Ты уверена? Ну ладно. Мне кажется, ты должна быть мистером Фантастиком, чтобы пролезть в такую дыру.
I heard the little rat scurrying this way. He's gonna
What's taking taking so long?
I can't get this.
Come on!
Just give me a second.
I'm a legend. A legend!
Так. Да, сука. Шап. Сомневаюсь. Роты.
We can head that way when you're ready.
Pretty!
Do it now.
Sure thing.
Да, блин. Патроны мне кто возместит? Блин, их тут очень мало можно носить. Очень прям мало можно носить.
Do it.
There.
Ага, точно. Нифига нет. Туда мы сейчас сходим, там с тем мы разберемся.
Do it now.
There you go.
Сюда пока не надо. Надо сначала вентиляцию все закрыть. Ну, хорошо. Собственно говоря, я понял задумку. Там прям мега большая финальная арена. Наконец-то первая шмотка. Конечно, надо дить. Так, все, напились. Да ладно. Это что нас что-то такое подмечает вообще? Нет, так в теории-то можно накопить, я думаю, прям на все. Так, ну в любом случае немножечко не сюда. Что тут прям блестело? Ладно. Видимо, мне показалось. Ха-ха-ха. Ха-ха-ха. Кисай.
What exactly were they trying to keep out?
Can you unlock this? Something worse than that?
Пожалуйста.
What could that be?
You'll know it when you see it.
Ready.
Не будь. Так, ты так пропустить меня.
Really? You mean it? I tried so hard to reduce to fit into this gown. I just wanted to look beautiful for you.
Тут такая плотная.
I don't know if she was dangerous.
Пойдет.
Just insane.
Next time, I'll be sure to ask.
Gonorrhea, that's what you'll get. And there's no cure but the madhouse.
Что-то слишком здесь напинывает очень быстро.
Oh, don't think I didn't.
Terrible.
С другой стороны, в этих пацанах очень много лута.
Okay.
Так, ну надо еще какие-то находить. А карты же здесь нету, да, конечно же. Для таких карт для не очень очевидно. Не нравится мне эта винтовка. Ага.
Oh, sorry, honey. I have been in the weeds this entire shift.
Sorry, that's all I've got.
Оружие посменить. Карабин говно. Шил бы он по одному. Цены бы ему не было.
Go ahead.
There.
Дежавю.
Okay, next one. On it. What is that thing in there?
It's a radar range. Never could figure out if the thing's designed to cook a turkey or a splicer.
Damn door's got a key code lock. No way to get in without knowing what it is.
Надо нам нужна. Угу.
That.
Так.
I deserve your adoration.
Ammo! Catch!
Где этот код найти? Нужна вот эта... Не, это пушка. Ну почему? Почему нельзя обратно?
We need to close these vents. There should be one more.
Кстати, Андрей, если ты все еще здесь, скажи свое мнение, типа, вчера была, не вчера, позавчера в субботу было 30 кадров, сейчас, по-моему, 60 и битрейт больше. Это как лучше стало или нет?
Okay.
Сейчас, сука, чем мне стрелять?
Vent over there. That's the last one.
Let's head back to the toy department.
Окей. Это в итоге так и не нашли код вот этого нагревателя. Это же не знаю, это омега плохо. Не люблю, когда такое происходит.
Go ahead!
Okay. All right, let me go check the exhaust vent.
Это вообще не отсюда.
No sign of her. Looks like we'll need to turn up the thermostat if we're gonna flush her out. It's over that way.
А! Тут я попал.
Mr. DeWitt, the thermostat's back upstairs. We need to head for that thermostat. It's our only option. The thermostat, Mr. DeWitt. Waiting.
Да-да, это точно термостат. Я что-то... задумался. Бои анимуса меня зацепили, и я как-то... Сейчас пойло нашел.
It's the only way to bring her to us. If you won't do it, I will. Just give me the word.
Turn it up.
What?
Turn the goddamn thermostat up.
Do you hear that? We need to get back to the exhaust before we lose the girl again.
Sally! Sally, come out! It isn't working.
I told you she's coming.
По-моему, она жарится там зажарится.
It isn't working. Turn it off.
If we turn it off, it's not gonna work.
We have to turn it off. We are hurting her.
Look.
Sally. Sally. Sally, it's Booker. It's me. Sally, come on.
I'm gonna get you out of here.
Sally! Come out here right now!
Sally.
А! Механический патриот, помогай. Нет. Дежаву. И стрелять нечем, блин. Так, ладно, я понял, блин. Все. Нет, не серчи. Ты какой-то нервный. Да как же, может взять даже не. Ха-ха-ха-ха-ха. Ха-ха-ха-ха-ха. Нет. Вот так тебе.
Sally! It's okay, Sally.
Is she?
Look, it's Sarah. Huh? She's come to see you. We're going home. Do you want to go home? Don't, please, don't. I'm here. I just want to take you home. I just want to.
You're hurting her.
She's got to come with me.
She's not your child.
She is mine.
Let her go. Let her go.
She's mine. It's closing. Shut it down. Shut down the machine.
You've got to pull her through.
Shut down the machine. No, she's no through. Shut it down.
No, look,
I remember all of it. That poor child.
She wasn't yours, Comstock.
Oh, no.
I wasn't.
No.
Yet you had to have me, didn't you?
No, this isn't right.
And when the guilt was too much,
You turned to us to solve your problem.
To provide a place to go where you might forget.
Where there never was an Anna in the first place.
Comstock was never one to own up to his errors, was he, brother?
Never comfortable with the choices he made.
Always seeking someone else's life to claim as his own.
Elizabeth. Child. I am so sorry.
no, you're not. But you're about to be.
Интересно. Интересно. Ну шо, го во вторую часть туда? А почему? Не играл второй эпизод. Он не вышел, когда ты перестал играть уже? Или типа того?
Comstock.
Elizabeth, I am so sorry.
No, you're not. But you're about to be.
Интересно, это баг был, то, что я не мог оружие поменять?
Quel est votre nom?
Elizabeth.
Pour vous, Elisabeth.
Oh no, no, I couldn't. I can't accept.
Je vous en prie, j'insiste.
Thank you.
Круассаны, вино. Ну, варанти. Наверное, такое не существует. Сигаретка. Граммофон. Ух, красота.
Bonjour, Monsieur Surratt.
Elisabeth. Je manque d'inspiration aujourd'hui, Elisabeth.
Bonjour, Elisabeth.
Bonjour.
Ладно.
Bien le bonjour.
Угу.
Bonjour, mon ami.
Ой, прям диснеевская сказка.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Bonne journée.
Comment ça va,
Elisabeth?
Bonne journée. Bonjour.
Да-да-да. Здрасте.
Et si tu venais
Привет.
boire un verre avec nous?
Claude.
Sois pas jalouse, ma petite. C'est pas interdit pour un homme de
Non.
boire avec deux jolies filles.
Здрасте.
Tu es avec nous, Elisabeth.
I'm sorry, Cassette. Next time, I promise.
Dommage.
Bien le bonjour,
Здрасте.
Elisabeth.
Здрасте. Здрасте, здрасте. Все, здрасте. О, Париж.
Une baguette, mademoiselle?
Что? Можно? Ладно. Нельзя б сразу и сказала бы. Типа за деньги.
Elle est tellement plus belle en vrai, tu trouves pas? Bonjour, Elisabeth.
Потрясающая атмосфера. Вот. Что умеют чуваки, создавшие Bioshock? Вот в это они и умеют. Это мастерски у них получается. Принцесса Диснея, что ли, Элизабет? Или с ней птицы?
Ou la cage.
Мне большую металлическую птицу. Ну, как большую, типа размером с тот дом.
Sally? Sally! Sally, wait!
Come back. Come back.
Красный шарик из оно.
Wait! Sally, stop!
Come back.
Sally, where are you going? Sally, hold on!
Я так понимаю, что ли Элизабет оторвала пальчик, а Комсток еще забрал какого-то ребенка, ему прям голову откусила
Stop! Stop!
порталом.
Where did she go?
Вот этой Салли. Ой, здрасте. Ой.
It wasn't my fault. I didn't do anything! No!
По кругу будет запускаться, да?
Leave me alone! Can't you just leave me alone? I'm sorry! I'm sorry! could have left you there.
Походу, это DLC будет за Элизабет проходиться. Возможно, будут тупые мини-игры со взломом. Комсток фиданул.
Empty. Empty again. What are the odds?
What's the hold-up?
Just having a bit of a laugh, Atlas.
This ain't a sporting event. Put a bullet in her. No need to torture the poor girl. We're not animals, you know.
Right, all right.
Атлас? Он существовал все-таки? Я думал, это всегда Фонтейн был.
All your problems will be over.
Elizabeth, tell him you can get him back.
Booker? Booker, what?
Say,
I don't understand. How?
Say, I can get you back to Rapture.
What?
Just say it.
I can get you back to Rapture.
Put the gun down. Now, what was that you said about Rapture?
I can get you back to Rapture.
And how you plan on doing that, sister? You some kind of magician?
Suchong.
What?
Tell him Suchong.
Suchong.
And how do you know that, slant-eyed wonder?
You're his lab assistant.
I'm his lab assistant.
If it escaped your notice, Andrew Ryan sunk us 5,000 fathoms below his shining city. How does Suchong propose to get us back?
That's between me
That's between me
and the slant.
and the slant. But if I do this, the girl goes with me.
Little sisters are worth their weight in gold. She's not up for negotiation.
Last time I checked, back in the city they were making little sisters by the dozen.
That's a right fairy tale you've dreamed up, sister. But if you're lying, we can just as well kill you tomorrow. Down here, we got nothing but time. In case I need to get hold of you. If you see Suchong, tell him Atlas says he hasn't forgotten him.
Неплохой у него удар левой. Как для бабы.
Elizabeth, come on, it's time to get moving.
Booker? What?
Over here, on the radio.
You're not Booker.
Well, of course I ain't.
What have I gotten myself into? I didn't orphan that girl. I didn't kidnap her.
But she made for some exceptional bait, didn't she?
Had to be done.
Did it?
I felt everything that every version of me felt. All of that knowledge. I lost a pinky, but that version of me, she lost everything. And Comstock, that final Comstock, he thought he could avoid his guilt by coming here.
You educated him proper.
But then why am I back here? Huh? I don't remember opening a tear to come back. And who are you? Huh?
I think you'll figure that out soon enough.
I was happy. And now I'm here dealing with this Atlas, this psychopath. What was I thinking?
That wasn't Paris any more than I am Booker.
Now I have to find this Suchong, and I don't even know who that is.
Not yet. But you know he's the key, don't you?
To what?
You're asking me. Elizabeth, I ain't even here.
Так, отлично. Бегать мы не можем, оружие нам не дают.
What are you? Huh? And how did you know exactly what to tell Atlas?
like yourself, Elizabeth.
I feel strange and smaller. I can't see the doors. What's behind the doors? I can't see the future. I can't even see any tears. Oh my God. Stay away from me. Booker. No, please don't. I died here. I was killed by that. Stay away from me! But then, how am I here? How can I be dead in this world and yet... My finger.
Paradox.
I don't understand.
If we're going to end up in the same place, it is in the ride.
Are you being cute?
I've come round to your way of thinking.
Have you?
Yes. I do believe one can change things, but after all the bother, one often wishes that one had not.
You're a fatalist.
A physicist.
A fatalist.
So was Newton, especially when it came to apples falling from trees. They always contrived to land with a splat. She left the child to rot.
Are you implying she's the apple?
I'm implying that she did not fall far from the tree.
And now she wants to go back.
I need to go back. To fix what I broke.
Back to where she has no right to be.
Back to where she doesn't belong.
Doesn't belong? Wait, what do you mean?
Do you want to tell her brother, or shall I?
Because I died.
There are rules.
Even for one such as you.
She'll forget.
All the doors.
And what's behind all the doors?
All closed to her now.
She'll be just like the rest of us.
Forgetting the past.
The present.
The future.
I'd wager she won't even remember this conversation. We've arrived.
Ладно. О,
You're trading
начались.
omniscience and croissance for death and mildew.
I left Sally to rot. For what? So I could punish Comstock? He was trying to help her, to save her, and if I don't make that right...
We all have our crosses to bear.
But there is a thin line between a martyr and a fool.
Глубоко.
Lutessa's warned me that if I came back here, I would collapse.
Collapse?
From a quantum superposition to just me.
Quantum what?
I've changed, Booker. No tears, no cosmic knowledge. Just a normal girl. With a normal pinky. Hate it. If I can't open tears, I'm never leaving here, am I? I'm never going back to Paris. You're just what? You're just the fragments of my memory telling me what my future holds?
You decided to come here, Elizabeth. You knew what that meant. Only option, as I see it, is to trust yourself. Find Suchong.
Давно же не играл в игры с хорошим сюжетом. Я ж удивлен происходящим. А, типа... Пистолет, нет?
I think I'm gonna have to use this air grabber. It's gonna be messy. I don't know if...
Well, a blow to the back of his head will serve just as well. Be a hell of a lot quieter, too.
That's not what you would have done.
I'm not Booker. Just because your father did something one way, doesn't mean you have to.
Ага, значит не ходить по воде, по битому стеклу и вообще... Стелс теперь.
You'll want to get the drop on him, and quiet. He can't hear what's only in your head.
Well, he's not getting up anytime soon.
And what with his head all attached to his body.
From here on, it's only gonna get worse.
And how much worse is up to you.
The clay, Bradburn. It's up to us to see they become Grecianized. And don't read too
Let's get its lockpick.
Lockpicking can be easy with the right tools and know-how. Use your lockpick to probe a pin. A neutral pin will open the door. A blue pin will open the door and knock free a noisemaker. A red pin will open the door, but also sound an alarm.
Simple enough. Just a 6-pin tumbler. But there's an alarm. That could come in handy, though.
Нажмите F, чтобы поднять бесцветный штифт и открыть замок. Красный штифт открывает замок, но также включает сигнализацию. А, по таймингу просто. Ну, тут прям лечение, как в первой части.
It's a crossbow. Looks like the bolt delivers some kind of sleep agent. Probably phencyclidine or sodium thiopental. They had all kinds of books in my tower. How do you think I always knew what ammo to toss you?
Knowing ain't the same as being ready.
Why don't you ask Comstock how ready I was?
Your father's blood runs in your veins, but it doesn't have to be on your hands. It's up to you.
Those who cannot create will always steal from those who do.
Where is your empathy? Asks Peter the parasite while he picks your pocket. Do you know this word, empathy?
You'll find it in the dictionary under L-I-E.
Your lunch. Peter the parasite says worship God above.
Ryan the lion points at the clouds and sees nothing but air.
Well, enough of that. I got work to do.
Here you may fulfill your potential and get all that is your due.
Так, куда нам? Что-то такой напряг от стелса, что аж говорить хочется шепотом.
Then fine. The shoe fits. You got me. Criminal dealings? Ha! Fallacy and misdirection from those afraid to let the market take its natural course.
Так.
Look, Suchong. That's the name you had me tell Atlas. Huh.
I don't follow.
Looks like this character Suchong has taken over the Silverfin restaurant. That's where the tear was that I used when I first came to Rapture looking for Comstock. Before this place was turned into a prison.
But the first time you came to Rapture was in 1960 with Booker. When you drowned some.
Over a year from now. Yeah, that's right. When I could see all the doors, it all made sense, but now it's just a jumble.
Elizabeth, you're bleeding.
Now I know what it feels
Это
like.
месячная.
All right.
Не волнуйся.
If we're gonna find Suchong, the Silverfin is the place
Бывает.
to start. I know the way.
И чё, и как? Можно было так? Мечка слишком дорогая.
I was here as well. Right after I came through, I needed something to wear that was a little more rapture appropriate.
Так, если подеть синиш. Вот кто-то нормально нажимает на кнопки лифта.
Once I could see everything, every possible moment. And now
You're just like everyone else.
why? Why, because I died here? If I'm just like everyone else, I can't help Sally. I can't even get back to where I was.
If you don't mind me asking, love, why are you talking to nobody? If I had pegged you for a loon, I might have had second thoughts on our arrangement.
I'll hold up my end, but I better find the girl the way I left her.
You're in no position to make demands. But I must confess, I do like a bit of sass in a lass.
It's him. It's the Big Daddy. The one that killed me.
You can't trade blows with him.
Comstock put him down and he got right back up. Now I can't hurt him. I could keep my distance, but if I watched myself, he could come in handy. Enemy of my enemy.
Anything from you, tell them to get it in writing.
Silver Fin. This used to be a restaurant when I first came through. Now it belongs to this Suchong. Looks like I'm not the first one who tried to get in here. Well, at least he left a trail.
Disappear from sight, see through walls, and sneak up on your foes.
Somebody must have shot him when he tried to break into Suchong's. Huh. What's this? Well, seems like central heating came from this room, so it would stand to reason that the ductwork should go to Suchong's. Wait a minute. Suchong wasn't exactly a master of subterfuge. He's dead, or working for Ryan. Columbia. He knew about Columbia. And Booker and me. The Suchong must have found a way to reopen the tear I made to come
Видел
here.
прекрасный стелсовый дровай.
But how? Device. That's how he must have reopened the tear. Look, the tear still leads back to Columbia. Plasmids, vigors. He and Fink must have been in communication, sharing secrets. Like the Lutesses before they were physically together. Why did I need to come here? What does this have to do with Sally?
You remember, don't you?
It hasn't happened yet? I told you I can't do that anymore.
Concentrate, Elizabeth.
No, the doors are shut. They're... Lutece particle. I use the Lutece particle. If it can make a city float...
It can make a prison rise.
I can't open tears, but we could use this device to go to Columbia and find a particle. But it's been vandalized.
You'll fix it.
Sure. You know, my tower didn't come stocked with the Lutece device repair manual.
You will fix it.
Yeah, I'll just...
Elizabeth, you will fix it.
Okay. Okay, there must be some information around here. These are elements. Sodium, titanium. Why would these be on schematics for... It's code. A Visionaire cipher. If we assume hydrogen is A, and iron, the 26th element, is C...
You always used to need a code key.
It's right here. Never underestimate the fallibility of the egomaniac. Looks like a punch list for things Suchong needs to fix the machine. A cold cathode tube, a carbon dioxide scrubber, and a heatsink. Any of the vending machines should have the cathode tube. And we can look for a CO2 scrubber in the bathysphere showroom. A lot of models should have them. A heatsink. Oh, that's... We're in a department store. We can find...
Keep your cool with Old Man Winter.
That'll work. Time to find those parts. And then I just have to repair the most sophisticated piece of technology ever created.
Elizabeth, you saw yourself make this repair. You can do this.
Whatever you say. Guess we better find our way out of here. Atlas, you there? I need a favor.
A favor? I don't suppose you've conjured up the miracle you promised yet?
I'm working on it. I'm gonna need some Old Man Winter.
You might try where they hawk them new bathyspheres. As I hear it, Old Man Winter's the only thing keeps their batteries from bursting into flames after 5 minutes.
Thanks.
Think nothing of it. But it's the last favor you'll be getting.
So I greased a few palms and made it time to talk. I got this town was friendly to free enterprise.
Penalty for vandalism of Suchong device is death. Even for pretty lady.
I suppose you'd be Suchong. Save your ammunition, your device doesn't work.
Device at work. Vandal sabotage. You are vandal.
Actually, I intend to fix your device. That is, unless you plan on coming down here and doing it yourself.
It's not prudent for Suchong to return to lab. And you say you can fix?
I broke your code, didn't I? Now just give me the one to open that door and we'll see what your creation can do.
1216.
Your birthday?
Enough talk. Fix the machine.
How'd you know that?
Never underestimate the fallibility of the egomaniac.
Yes, sir. That's correct, sir. I'm representing Olympus Heights. Hope I do you all proud, gang. For the talent portion, I've chosen a song that's ever so dear to my heart, suggested by my dear, sweet mother. Pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile, smile, smile. While you've a Lucifer to light your fag. Smile, boys, that's the style. What's the use of worrying? It never was worthwhile. So, pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile, smile, smile.
Did you call it a rapture because it seemed?
Ну, погнали. Что-то я прям сильно подзамолчал. Но, очень много диалогов.
Seems to me you're against a guy making an honest buck. I thought Rapture was open for business.
Gosh, there's an awful lot of competition and they're all so pretty. Why, a girl can dream, can't she?
Both always stare when you make the scene.
Так, а куда ты пойдешь?
Genuine artist.
You don't want anything to do with her. She's just a cooch with legs.
Че, он там пойдет назад? Не.
There, that machine. It'll have the cathode tube. Got it. Now we need to find Old Man Winter and a CO2 scrubber.
Yes, I'd love to have children. 3 at least.
Так, окей. Здесь там что-то сохранилось хоть. Болван, это страшно, конечно.
Where there's bathyspheres, there's bound to be CO2 scrubbers.
And why is that?
If you don't remove the carbon dioxide from the air supply in a submersible, you'll suffocate. One thing I did like about Rapture, lots of new books to read. That will need a long-haul bathysphere, something where the CO2 buildup would limit the submersible period.
Так, поглотитель СО2. Типа Деда Мороза. Прийти туда. Смотаться в Колумбию. Спиздить частицу. Поднять город. Сложно. Какая драмовизм.
This Atlas. I'm gonna have to kill him. Either that or he'll kill me.
Maybe so.
I'm not you, Booker. Some war hero. I'm not even me anymore. No tears, no omniscience, or whatever you want to call it. Just a whole lot of book learning. And a handful of lockpicks.
Не так уж и много отмычек на самом деле.
Humpback whale. This thing is as old as the hills. Strictly bargain basement. You gotta wear an O2 tank and a mask. We won't find a scrubber on that. Oh, the 52 Mako. Classic. But it's a death drop. 28 known fatalities related to its use. Carbon dioxide poisoning.
Тут будет типа 3-4 локации.
Steeply discounted though.
There. The Stingray. Submersible time of 90 minutes. That's our girl.
All the way up there.
The grease monkeys had to get it up there somehow. Just gotta find the controls.
Uncompromising, then fine. Shoe fits, you got me.
I'm just honored to be in the competition, and gee, I hope you like me, because I'd like nothing more than to be Miss Rapture in 1958.
That you, honey?
Окей, теперь мы знаем, что вечно висеть на этих штуках нельзя.
Won't stand.
Sure would love
Only the weak fear conflict. You won't find me so unprepared as this one.
Мужчина-мутант.
If you're going to play hard to get.
When I find you, jumping in my own shadow.
I ain't got time for this.
No, it's not the strongest that survive, but the weakest. Those most capable.
Break's over.
A good start.
Back to the office.
Ага, как туда пройти?
Gosh, there's an awful lot of competition and they're all so pretty. Boy, a girl can dream, can't she?
Dressing you down? Far from it.
Did you hear that? You'll have to go through me.
I know right where you are.
Как пройти?
No one around? Seems I still have the ability to scare off a patient.
A rapture reminder. The waters surrounding Fontaine's department store have been seeded with an extensive number of magnetic mines. They are very sensitive. Do yourself a favor. Leave any thoughts of escape to the ring.
Colleague appears
Going to be what you make of it.
disposed.
So make it great.
Let us continue this face to face.
Come back! Let's see this through! Together!
I won't roll over for you. I saw where you went.
А ты извини меня, где?
I know right where you are. Canary in a coal mine.
Ага.
Somebody's lurking about. Come on out, you. You're so smart, you're stupid.
That only seems to be knocking them back.
You're only gonna do real damage that way if they don't see you coming.
Hurry up and come out. I got a lot of iron.
А!
I didn't say you could go. How could you just walk away?
Все. Короче, стелс не получится.
I didn't say you could go.
Нет, вроде нету. Что делать?
Looks like someone's been decrypting a code. We've confirmed completion of the ace in the hole. Suchong has it, but unlikely to give it up easily. We'll update when we know more. What's that all about?
You don't have permission to leave. Where'd you go? How could you just walk away? You don't have us there. Hurry up, put 'em out. I got a lot of iron to the fire.
Тихо, тихо.
I didn't say you could go.
Surrounding Fontaine's department store have been seeded with an
You don't
extensive
have
number of
my permission
magnetic
to
mines.
leave.
They are very sensitive. Do yourself a favor. Head inside that cave in the room. See what you make of it. So make it great.
Big comeback. Just need a new agent. You know anybody? These new songs, they're real personal to me. They're like love letters, straight from my heart. To all my recently, I've been on something of a hiatus. I told Sander Cohen I'm always ready
Блин.
to cut a record, put on a show. Said he'd call. Yeah, both always did. See, get used to it. Child star. I'm just a star. Period. And I'm planning a big comeback. Just need a new agent.
Каковы шансы, интересно, угадать?
You know anybody? I guess I want to get back to real. lot of irons in the fire. Gossiping about me. You don't have my permission. Don't leave me.
Так, а куда это идет?
How could you just walk away? Don't leave me! Not again. Where'd you go? How could you just walk away?
This is gonna be noisy.
Come here, hon. Got a sweet idea for you. You left me with nothing. Not getting out of this deal that easy.
I ain't through with you yet.
Only weak fear conflict. That's it. We're done here.
Give me the cold shoulder.
Дима, о, привет. Мы тут балуемся. Так, на будущее. Третий кодовый замок. 4-й в Колумбии.
Unaccustomed to such strange noises.
Тебе послышалось.
I saw where you went.
How can you rationalize cowering?
Ну чё, прям перед дверью сидел? А как тут будет? А, тут нельзя вздыхать вообще. Вот этот прикол. Ага. Порассказывай. Так. Ладно. ладно. Как-то выпили. Чё ты так?
Hurry up and come out. I got a lot of irons in the fire. I warned you to stop following me.
А. Вообще написано, что все в аудиодневниках. Ну да, аудиодневников. Ну и чё, как мне надо?
Fallacy and misdirection from those afraid to let the market take its natural course.
Got it.
До свидания. Всё, рад был. Остался Дед Мороз. Дед Мороз, Дед Мороз. Тихо.
Let you and me talk, paper. Spying on me again.
Быстро же он меня потерял.
You left me.
А до этого чего вы там прятались? Ладно. В принципе, это не мое дело, наверное, да? Чего они там делали?
Any progress, love? I must confess, I'm becoming a wee bit skeptical.
Remind me, why am I supposed to care?
You see,
Я правда думал, что Атласа никогда не существовало. Но нет, Атлас
If you kill
был,
her,
видимо,
I
вполне
truly
себе.
hope you are happy living down here. Put down roots, raise a family.
Скорее всего, как остальных его убил Фонтейн по итогу, ну,
Going to ride to your rescue.
как бы это уже не сильно важно.
there are fast ways to harvest little sisters, and some very slow ones.
Come on in and watch this. All right.
Был. Ну, не, ну в этом-то дополнение он есть.
You're not getting out of this deal that easy. Never respected me.
Ой, так, нет, только не вот этот.
You're against a guy making it out of pocket. I thought Rapture was open for business.
По-моему, забыл об этом сообщить, но в стелсах я очень не очень.
Another coded message. Attempt to retrieve Ace in the Hole from Suchong unsuccessful. Ryan Private Security killed 3 of our men in the bargain. We'll need to explore alternate means of obtaining Ace. Hypnotize Big Daddy.
Coming next year.
Of course.
Вот этот торт страшный. Мне не нравится геймплей этого дополнения совершенно никак. Зато вот эта вот заставка, она проспойлерила, что мы играем за Тененбаум из первой части. Так.
From the light of reason.
Where are you? You don't belong here!
Так, ладно. Это мы как-то переживем все. Я выпил что-то, что забирает здоровье, очевидно, да?
Ryan Private Security killed 3 of our men in the bargain. We'll need to explore alternate means of obtaining Ace.
No one around? Seems I still have the ability to steal.
Так. Какого хера? Ты кто?
When I find you, you're so smart, you're stupid.
Что это только что было вообще?
she is, and rather more with what she is not. A small part of her remains from where she came. It would seem the universe does not like its peas mixed with its porridge.
Я хп слишком мало доела.
Old Man Winter. That's how we'll cool Suchong's machine.
Yeah?
Atlas sent me here for some Old Man Winter.
You haven't been around here long, have you?
What makes you say that?
'Cause you're the only one of us that don't smell like the reptile house at the zoo.
А чё, так можно было, да? Ладно. Стелс, да, действительно. Да, я знаю, как это работает.
Just what we needed. That was the last of it.
Now you think you can manage to repair?
Sure. We've been fixing quantum field generators since kindergarten.
Так. Минуту. Кофейку. Что ж ты не успел попить-то напоследок?
Another coded message. Attempt to retrieve Ace in the Hole from Suchong unsuccessful.
Я, по-моему, одни и те же нахожу шифровки, да?
We'll need to explore alternate means of obtaining Ace.
Два из 4. Какой-то решил забыть. Чего ящики на голове носят? Сколько вообще противников? Одна?
Listen to that racket. Damn air grabber must be busted.
Так, и дальше куда нам?
Did you come to Rapture because it seemed fashionable? Or did you intend to make something of yourself? If you don't keep ahead of the rest, you'll be resigned to follow.
Да, стелс. Не очень мне нравится геймплей этой части. Вот это вот говна только бывает. Так, ладно, я понял. Вообще не время, не время.
perfect fog. Now we won't immediately die of CO2 poisoning the moment it's really full. Okay, that should stop it from overheating. There, everything's fixed. We're ready.
Let's fire it up and see. What did I tell you?
Колумбия. Два с половиной часа. 11 часов. Не, наверное, надо доиграть все-таки.
Look. We're on the First Lady.
Нужно опереться. Да?
It can't be this easy. The First Lady Mark II was built around a particle lift system, just like all the buildings in the city. I read all about it in the Columbian Scientific. The particles seated at the top of the structure must be up that lift. Perfect.
По-моему, это тот момент, где у нас сейчас птица будет.
A lot of technology just to float an airship. Comstock never heard of hydrogen?
The First Lady Mark I did run on hydrogen, and it was destroyed by a single bullet from a Vox sniper. Unfortunately, the Prophet wasn't on board at the time. If I take the active particle, then the First Lady is just a 40-ton paperweight. Best to take the spare. Here we go. Now let's head back through that tear.
You honestly expect Atlas to honor his side of the deal?
No, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
How do you plan on handling Atlas? He ain't just some spliced-up maniac.
He'll make a mistake. I just have to be ready to take advantage of it when it happens.
All for a girl you barely know.
How well did you know me when you came to Columbia?
Pretty lady not finished yet.
What? Open the tear.
Power for device very expensive. Tit for tat.
Just tell me what you want.
Such a want something simple. Lock of hair.
Oh, you're not serious.
Not your hair, stupid. Think has a secret life. Mothballed, forgotten. In there, hair sample. In jar. Cannot miss it. You get for suture. Then everybody friends.
Where's his lab?
Closed off, past Fink's quarters. You smart lady, you find.
Should have seen that one coming.
Press to generate a bullet-snatching shield.
Vox Populi. We must have arrived right in the middle of the siege.
That means the other you and I are probably inside the factory. On our way up to the First Lady.
And what happens if we run into ourselves?
We won't.
How do you know that?
Because we didn't.
I've taken your counsel, and you done me good service, but I will not hurt the boy. I will see Fink and Comstock burn, but I will not hold the son to account for the deeds of his father.
You've misunderstood us.
We neither asked you to harm the child.
Nor did we promise that yours would be the hand that would set Comstock's world afire.
A famous man once said,
And a famous man shall say,
I may reach the mountaintop,
but I fear I shall never visit the valley below.
But you mean I won't live to see the... No.
It's up to you what matters more.
Your part in the play?
Or the play itself.
Someone is coming.
She'll arrive, a girl.
She must leave. A woman.
And what makes the difference between a girl and a woman?
Blood.
Your part in the play.
Or the play itself.
Turn her into a killer?
How? Give the girl no choice.
And she will be forced to make one.
Это все эти мудаки. Ясно. Хотел бы сказать, что удивлен, но... Да. Жбан из дробовика один раз, да.
One thing people need to learn is that fear is the antidote to fear. I don't want to be a part of their world. I don't want to be a part of their culture, their politics, their people. The sun is setting on their world, and soon enough, all they gonna see is the dark.
Such is the fate of all hoarders and explorers. Stop fighting! I'm coming for you. Who's out there? My living quarters got reassigned. I'm sleeping in Fink's bed tonight. Don't think you can hide from me.
Уже спрятался.
Think.
Ну что, придется пойти.
What's that thing you just picked up?
My guess is that it has something to do with that giant clock out there. And that clock has something to do with opening the door to Fink's lab.
A giant clock.
Sort of. Looks like the mechanism unlocks certain activities when Fink gives his blessing.
So what? We're stuck waiting for the cuckoo to go off?
No. We've already found the clock key. Manually wind it. Open whatever door we please.
Sure seems like a lot of work to lock down a few doors.
Yeah, well, if there's one thing Fink loves.
И не туда.
How to get that idiot his lock of hair.
Сюжетно DLC очень прикольно, очень забавные локации, но геймплей. Вот такие вот референсы забавные на оригинал. В целом DLC-шки клевые, но блин, геймплей вот этой второго DLC. В первом наваливали очень много, было очень больно. А тут прям... Типа стелс, при том, что он офигеть какой кривой.
Could you humor me then? Please.
I think Booker would miss you.
Один, два, три. 4, 5. Откисай. Так.
Jesus, it's ripe in here. Say, somebody fetch me a millionaire to clean this mess up.
Ну, это мы тоже вырубим на всякий случай.
What's she doing here?
Sneaking around.
Daisy sacrificed herself. Set me up to kill her. To turn me into what?
A killer.
Yeah, well, mission accomplished. I'm no martyr. How did you do it, Booker? How did you...
Elizabeth, I'm not Booker.
And neither am I.
Что-то мы куда-то далеко уходим, да?
Seems like Fink and Suchong were sharing their research.
Like the Lutesses. Cross-reality collaboration. It all makes a kind of sense. The little sisters and the big daddies. Songbird and me.
Constants and variables.
Дурдом какой-то.
What is all this?
Imprinting. That's a wire mother. If you separate a gorilla from its real mother, it will imprint on almost anything. Even that.
Why would Fink care about that?
Songbird. He wanted him to imprint on me.
Well, if I recall, that was a problem he solved.
Впечатляющее место. Газовая камера для свинины.
These poor things. Fink couldn't get them to imprint, so I left them to die.
Я так понимаю, все обратно... Обратный путь тут будут одни враги.
Imprinting failed. That can't be right. Clearly they formed a connection between songs.
Чисто вот мы берем
I was so young.
клок волос.
I always remember him just being there. It must be a prototype or something.
Is it human?
Does it matter?
Свинина на газу, да. Сейчас, минутку, кошка. Кошка и окно открыть. Блин, долго DLC. Я не ожидал, что будет прям так долго. Возможно, нам придется завершить где-то посреди.
Booker, the little girl in the film. It's me. My God. I remember he'd crashed into the tower. I guess he was in some sort of fight. I waited there thinking I don't know, that something would happen, but he just lay there, moaning. I couldn't just...
The line with the thorn in its paw. So much for science.
I should have just left him there to die. I should have just... I will never escape it. Exploited, exploiting, me, Comstock, you, Sally. It's like a wheel of blood spinning round and round. Well, this must be the genetic sample Suchong wanted.
He sent you all the way back here for a sample of your own hair?
He doesn't know I was once the child that imprinted on Songbird. But to him, all of the answers lie in DNA. Men like Suchong mistake an ounce of empathy for a pound of science.
It's open! See if anything's worth reappropriating. Check for stragglers. Spread out! Where are you going? What's going on?
Here I come! Kill her!
Let's you go there. Anything that looks halfway there.
No surrender!
Как-то так. Стелс. Угу.
Do you think Daisy really even had a choice?
What do you mean?
Right about now, I'm planting a pair of scissors in her back to protect a child she was never going to harm.
Что это там за свет был снизу?
She chose to die for her revolution.
Спит Стелс, да.
What about me? For all the endless worlds, all the infinite...
Скрываюсь из воспоминаний врагов.
Never even have a choice.
На скорости.
Booker thought he did.
Look where it got us.
Я уверен, если есть спидран этого DLC, то там наверняка чуваки просто бегают и все.
All these infinite universes. And yet we end up just going down the same paths.
I don't take your meaning.
My father sold me to settle a murder. Comstock locked me up in a tower. And I sold Sally for what? Revenge? To prove a point?
And yet, here you are, settling the debt.
And say we find her. The old past there damage to the young. Isn't it too late for her now?
Well, I'd say that's up to her to decide. Justice coming back here was up to you.
Rapture runs on children. Little girls with gold growing in their bellies.
Pretty lady has the hair. Deal is deal. Bring it to Suchong.
Мне там, правда, какие-то еще кодовые замки от двери в Колумбии давали, но...
What's going on out there?
Bloodshed, violence, but not relevant to our arrangement.
Suchong! Suchong, we had a deal, now open...
Do you know what they call someone who enters a man's home uninvited? A thief. And I do not remember inviting you into my city.
I had a deal with Suchong.
Yi Chong is my employee. It was not a deal he was authorized to make.
What do you want?
I granted Atlas and his thugs asylum. You serve those same men in a desire to escape from my generosity. If they shall not have asylum, then they shall have liquidation. Give a parasite an ounce of charity. He'll demand a pound.
I'm just looking for a girl that was taken from me. A little sister.
I don't claim to understand what you are, but I know that you are special. There is business we can do together. And so I give you a choice. Work for me or die with Atlas.
I'm not going anywhere without that girl.
If it's a little sister you want, that shouldn't stand in the way of commerce. I've got dozens of them.
I won't leave without her.
My men stand ready to take down the door. In 60 seconds, they will enter the room. They will either treat you as a valued employee of Ryan Industries, or as a thief in the night.
60 seconds.
There must be half a dozen of them or more. I've got to get ready. No traps. I can use the plasmids as traps and seed the room with them. I gotta find somewhere to hide and surprise them. Take them down one by one. Booker, I'm scared.
They'll underestimate you, Elizabeth. People always do.
40 seconds. You know what I see on your face? Uncertainty. Who is this girl to you?
Ну, типа, да, можно там всяких плазмидов. Но у меня их не так много.
Do you know the value
Я не
of
все
this
собирал.
job?
Так что...
Without them, she would be littered with the detritus of the weak. The men who come for you have much in common with those great animals. What sharks do for the ocean, these men do for rapture. 20 seconds. I will tell you something you already sense. Atlas does not honor agreements. Andrew Ryan does. I cannot save your Sally, but I can save you. Time. You're not a hero. You're not even a parasite. You're just a room. And Andrew Ryan has no time for rooms.
Где там громила?
My full attention. They're down for the count. I know you now.
Да. Хотя... Не нравится мне геймплей этой части. Очень не нравится.
She's gone for good now. She knew her ticket to rapture was a one-way proposition. You can warn people not to collapse a quantum superposition, but do they ever really listen?
So ends the DeWitt Comstock line.
Don't let your grief overwhelm you, sister.
One could believe a mission is doomed to failure, and wish sincerely that it wasn't. Hopes like quantum superpositions have a tendency to collapse.
Чуваков-то обязательно надо перебить именно.
60 seconds.
There must be half a dozen of them or more.
Так.
I've got to get ready. Traps. I can use the plasmids as traps and seed the room with them. I gotta find somewhere to hide and surprise them. Take them down one by one. Booker. I'm scared.
They'll underestimate you, Elizabeth. People always do.
40 seconds. You know what I see on your face? Uncertainty. Who is this girl to you? 30 seconds. Do you know the value of the shark? Without them, she would be littered with the trifles of the weak. The men who come for you have much in common with those great animals. What sharks do for the ocean, these men do for rapture. 20 seconds. I will tell you something you already sense. Atlas does not honor agreements, and Orion does. I cannot save your Sally, but I can save you. Time. You're not a hero. You're not even a parasite. You're just a room. And Andrew Ryan has no time for rules.
Show yourself! Let's make this easy on both of us.
Ну где ты? Иди сюда. Ау. Где ты? Сука. Что-то припекает, если честно, с этого места уже. Реально говно какое-то в геймплейном плане. Ни пушек, ничего. Слабый герой на этот стелс с кривым стелсом. Не нравится мне. Вступление пиздец долгое. Выпустите меня, давайте быстрее.
I can use the plasmids as traps and seed the room with them. I gotta find somewhere to hide and surprise them. Take them down one by one. Booker, I'm scared.
They'll underestimate you, Elizabeth. People always do.
40 seconds. You know what I see on your face? Uncertainty. Who is this girl?
Не знаю, сейчас не получится, то пойду отдыхать.
30 seconds. Do you know the value of the shark? Without them, she would be littered with the detritus of the weak. The men who come for you have much in common with those great animals. What sharks do for the ocean, these men do for rapture. 20 seconds. I will tell you something you already sense. Atlas does not honor agreements, and Orion does. I cannot save your Sally, but I can save you.
Ну давай уже, открывай.
Time. You're not a hero. You're not even a parasite.
Вариативности по факту нет, мы всегда типа отказываемся.
And Ryan has
Ну
no
хотя, блин, Энри Райан такой персонаж. Вести с ним какие-то дела. Короче, ладно. Чё-то, не знаю. Надо заканчивать. Очевидно. Потом допройдем. Первое как-то DLC-шка проще давалось, а это прям, блин, неприятно. Неприятно. Но с сюжетной точки зрения она очень крутая. Ладно. Ну что, наверное, осталось поблагодарить всех, кто пришел, кто смотрел, кто смотрит в запись. Всем доброй ночи, здоровья и хороших игр. Всем пока и до скорых. Может быть, завтра продолжу, может уже в среду. Смотря как вторник выдастся в рабочем плане. Постараюсь завтра продолжить. Надо завершить начатое уже. Пока.